Hi Virgo, welcome to September. This is Teresa from tarotbyt.com. And before I get started on your reading, I want to create some sacred space and call in some good energy for this reading. And I want to say thank you for those who have liking and sharing. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on the videos. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. That's what I was trying to say. And also, for those who have ordered readings, thank you. I really appreciate your support, and I'm glad to be able to help you with these readings. And thank you for those who have left comments, have taken the time out. I enjoy reading about the feedback from all these readings. So, we have a new moon in your sign, Virgo, on September 9th. And we have a full moon in Aries on the 24th. So let's see what the cards say. What does Virgo need to know about love and life for the month of September? What does Virgo need to know about love and relationships for the month of September? What does Virgo need to know about love and relationships for the month of September? Okay, the Devil, the Three of Cups, the Hermit, the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Swords. So, let's see. So you start out with the Devil and the Three of Cups. The Devil could mean that you're involved in a relationship where there's a lot of chemistry, there's a lot of attraction, a lot of strong desire. It could also mean that you're involved with someone who has a drinking or drug problem, or that you feel such a strong passion for this person that it's almost like an addiction. You know, you're just so attracted you can't break away. It's almost like the Devil can be a very strong attraction that you feel is so compelling. It's almost, you're almost addicted to the person. And the Three of Cups, that can be a card of celebration, you know, where you're celebrating, maybe you're getting engaged, or maybe you're celebrating a birth, or you're just going out and partying, having a great time with this person. You just feel like you're supported. It can mean having people around you that you feel like you're part of a group that really supports you. And maybe this relationship, or you have a group of people around you that are kind of healing you in some way, or they're helping you have more fun in your life. I feel like you've gone through a difficult time, a period of loneliness, because you have the Hermit here and the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles and the Hermit is a card of taking time out to socialize, or not socializing, taking time out to think and to go through, you're going through some dark night of the soul where you're doing a lot of deep thinking, or you have been in the past. And you may have taken time away from friends because you're trying to figure out your life and where do you want to go, what direction you want to go in. Maybe you have a problem with a relationship that's hard to solve. And you've been kind of carrying the burden by yourself. You're not reaching out for anyone to help you. Even though you have that support, you have people around you that want to help you, but you might be afraid to reach out. You may feel like, oh, I'm alone in this problem. I don't have anyone to help me, you know, but you do. And especially with the Five of Pentacles, you feel like you're on the outside looking in, like you're out in the cold. Like maybe there's like stuff going on, parties going on, but you don't feel like you're a part of the group, or you feel isolated in some way. like you're not feeling the warmth, or you haven't been in the past. And some of it could be financial problems, or it could be depression. You've come through a depression. And sometimes it can mean, you know, you're really struggling financially, and you feel you want to do something, but you're doubting your abilities, or you're feeling like, I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I will be accepted. You're kind of doubting yourself. And so you've been kind of withdrawing from the social scene. But that's passing. And you do have support. You have this Three of Cups. This is in your present. So there is support there. So if you're struggling in a relationship, reach out to others for advice, for guidance. They're there for you. But you have to reach out. They don't, you know, people are not mind readers. Sometimes a lot of us, what we'll do is, we'll be going through something difficult, and we don't call anyone, and we just stay home, and we nurse our wounds, and we feel, you know, depressed. Nobody cares. And you kind of expect people to call you, but people don't know what you're going through. So you have to sometimes reach out. You have to pick up the phone and call and say, hey, you know what? I'm feeling kind of, you know, bummed out. I want to, you know, you want to go and hang out. You want to do something. You have to take that step. And then people are there for you. You know, sometimes people don't know what you're going through, and they're not going to offer you, they're not going to bother you. But if you ask, you will be given. If you ask, you will receive. So don't be afraid to ask for help in the month of September. Especially if you're struggling with something. Sometimes the Three of Cups can represent a love triangle too. You might be trying to choose between two people, or you might feel like you're part of some type of triangular situation. But you can't see your way out of it. Now, coming up in the future, you have this Knight of Wands and the Six of Cups. And you have this other six too. So you're coming away from 5 is instability, and you're moving toward harmony and stability, which is the 4. 4 of any suit is stable. So with the Knight of Wands, you're looking for adventure. You're looking to, you know, break free of something and explore. And this could be someone coming into your life that you might have known in the past, and they're kind of remembering you, and they might want to come. They might be coming back. The Knight of Wands energy, because the Knight of Wands energy is about someone who's an adventurous person. So if it's a romantic partner, this person is a lot of fun, and they're a good communicator, and they're like the life of the party, but they may not be that reliable. They may make promises that they don't keep. They might say, you know, yeah, let's get together someday, and then you never hear from them. Well, I'll call you tomorrow, I'll call you this weekend, and you don't hear from them. So you have to kind of take them in the moment. They're kind of, you know, when I'm with this person, I'm having fun, but I can't plan anything. So you have the Six of Cups, which is also a card of healing from the past and making the future better. And sometimes it can mean reconnecting with someone from the past. So you might be reconnecting with people, maybe even a group of people, that like a past love, or an old flame, or even an old group of people that you once knew and had a lot of fun with. You might be reconnecting with them in September in some way. And maybe, you know, you've learned lessons from the past, and so you're going to not make the same mistakes this time around. You want to make things better for the future. This can sometimes come up when you change jobs, or you change your residence. You might be thinking about moving to a new location, or maybe working in a different type of career, maybe changing jobs or changing careers. Maybe whatever you were doing in the past wasn't paying enough, because the Five of Pentacles can sometimes mean financial hardship. And so you've been doing a lot of soul searching, like, how can I improve my life? I want more love, I want more money. What can I do to make myself feel more connected? I need to be connected to a group. I don't want to be alone anymore. And so you might be reconnecting with some people from your past in September. And you may have already planted some seeds. You have the Two of Wands here. So this is a potential partnership. So there could be something that you might have already started, or you're beginning to start in September. And you're kind of waiting to see where it's going to develop. You might have started a new job, or you might be starting a new job, and it might be just at the beginning stages. You're really concerned about financial security. You have this Four of Pentacles here in your environment. Sometimes the Four, though, can mean that you're dealing with someone who's very controlling. So maybe people that you are in your environment see you as someone who's too controlling or too clinging. So you have to kind of like relax a little bit and go with the flow. You can't make things happen. You can't change people. You have to kind of let them be. And also, the Four of Pentacles can sometimes mean someone who's a little bit tight with their money. So either you're dealing with someone like that who's a little bit stingy, or it could be something that you're experiencing yourself, like you're afraid to spend. It's like you're afraid to give. A part of, like, because the Four of Pentacles is about giving, give and take. And this person just wants to hold on to their possessions. They want to hold on to their money. They want to hold on to their love. They don't know that they have to give before they can receive. So the energy you put out there is going to come back to you. But if you just sit waiting for something to come in and you're not putting anything out there, then you're going to feel lonely. So this card is telling you to give. Don't even think about getting. Just give for the joy of giving. Don't put conditions on your giving. Just give. And then see what the universe gives back. Because you will get back. You have this Three of Pentacles here. So that's like a card of career success, promotion, recognition. You're very talented, but you may be doubting your abilities for some reason. So don't do that. Put yourself out there. Don't be afraid. Don't feel like you're not good enough to participate. You are. You have the talent. And the Six of Swords is also a card about moving away from difficulty, moving toward greater harmony. So if you've had any kind of difficulty with a person or in a relationship, you just need to communicate. Reach out to that person. Don't wait for them to contact you. Somebody needs to break the ice. And the Six of Swords is you can create greater harmony. You just have to be able to communicate. And you have to also learn your lessons and meet the person halfway. And go with the flow. Don't try to control the outcome. And if you need assistance with the Hermit here, don't be afraid. Don't isolate yourself. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Because I feel like things are improving. You're on this track for improvement and for greater harmony. But you have to do something. You have to take action. It's not going to just fall in your lap. So let's see what the astrology has to say for Virgo. So your new moon falls in your first house. That's it's time for you for change. You could present a new Virgo in the month of September. So you could work on yourself and say, I'm going to be a new me. I'm going to put out a new image to the world, for the world to see. I'm going to work on myself. You have Neptune in the 7th house. So partnerships can be either you're meeting a soulmate, very dreamy, or the negative part of Neptune, you could be attracting someone who is a little bit, you're not seeing them clearly. And you don't want to be victimized by someone. You don't want to attract someone where you're doing all the giving and you're just like helping someone, oh, they have this problem, but my love is going to save them. You don't want to get into that savior, servant kind of victim. And that's what the Devil card could be. So you could be really attracted to someone and, they could have a lot of problems and you want to save them and you think your love is going to save them. So you want to be careful about that. You have Jupiter and Venus in your 3rd house. So this is great for communication, for reaching out to neighbors, patching things up with relatives. If you had a falling out with brothers, sisters, neighbors, aunts, uncles, now is the time to communicate and bring greater harmony to those relationships. You have the luck of communication. Pluto's in your 5th house, so that's intensity. If you start a romance, and you've also got Mars there, passion, intensity, power struggles, you got it. It's all there. So don't let anyone run your life. Don't let anyone chain you. Even though, you might be with someone who's very, very compelling. The chemistry is really intense. So don't give your power away, is what I'm saying. Because with Pluto in the 5th, you could. On the other hand, Pluto in the 5th and, Mars? you could release deep emotion through creativity. You know, you could be doing some like artwork or doing some type of painting, music, art, poetry, and it'll be very intense. Whatever you paint, whatever you write, your emotions are really connected to it, and you're releasing deep emotions, but you're having fun at the same time because it's the fifth house. Fifth house is the fun house. So don't be afraid to have fun and release all those heavy emotions. That's a way of healing. What else do you have going on here? Uranus is in your ninth house. So you could decide to take a spontaneous trip. Uranus in the ninth can be higher education, long distance travel, dealing with people from a distance. So you could be connecting unexpectedly. You might hear from someone out of the blue from a distance, someone you haven't talked to in a long time, someone who may live in a foreign country or live, you know, not in the same state, maybe, you know, a distance. You could be thinking about moving, maybe even going back to school, learning something new, because the ninth house is higher education, spirituality, and that could come about with Uranus. It could be learning about something that it breaks you out of your traditional way of thinking. So you get exposed to a new concepts and new ways of learning and thinking and belief. Your belief system may go through some changes, some sudden changes. So you may pick up some unconventional ideas when Uranus is going through the ninth house. The full moon in Aries will be on the September 24th. That happens in your second house. So money is going to be money and self-esteem. So if you work on yourself, and when you know the new moon in Virgo, you could be finishing up something by the full moon where you can start to see the results of what you've started with the new moon. So you're going to see an increase in self-worth, an increase in self-esteem, an increase in the money that's coming back to you because of your confidence. Once you start building confidence from within, then the universe rewards that with more abundance. People are going to start paying you what you're worth. People are going to start loving you. You know, you're going to be attracting love and money and security. The second house is also about security. You have Saturn in the fifth. So you've been working really hard lately, and you may have not had a lot of time for romance. Saturn, you know, it's like, oh, I've got to do this, I got to do that. I don't have time to play. I don't have time to have fun. You have to make time. You have to schedule fun and downtime as much as you schedule work. So otherwise you'll never take it, and then you'll just burn out. So Saturn is teaching you lessons about love, romance, fun, children. You know, if you have children, they might be a burden right now in September. Like you may feel like, oh, I've got all these things I got to do for these kids, and I can't have fun. I have too many obligations. My boyfriend or my partner wants this, and my kid wants that, and you know, where do I have time for me? That's Saturn. Saturn makes you do the work. You could also, if you're trying to learn, like with the fifth house, that's about creativity. So if you're taking lessons in art or music, you're working really hard and you're learning a new skill, Saturn will reward you. You may feel like, well, this isn't fun now, but someday when I get to be good at what I'm doing, it's going to be fun. You have the North Node in the 12th house, so it's a time of healing. It's a time of healing for you. It's a time of, you know, you might have spent a lot of time sacrificing for others. Now it's time to take care of you and heal yourself and take care of your issues. You might be dealing with the 12th house. You might be dealing with people in institutions or people who are going through having some psychological issues, or some you're clearing out old karma. You're healing old karma with the 12th house. We have Uranus in the 9th house, definitely, and Chiron is in Aries also. So this is a healing moon, I think, for you, especially since the moon falls in your 8th house with Chiron there. you're really confronting your demons at the end of the month. Like you're realizing what you need to do to change your life, and you're going to work on yourself. Because in the past, Virgo's are all about service, and you do a lot of service for others. In September, though, I think you need to start thinking about, how can I serve me? How can I recharge myself so that I still have energy to give? Because if you constantly give your energy out and you're not getting anything back, you're going to burn out. So you have to take time out to recharge yourself and to replenish your energy and heal yourself. In addition to what you do for others, you have to heal, spend time on you. And you have you have good aspects for doing that. So I feel like you're moving out of a difficult situation. You are going to be connecting with old friends and lovers, possibly. And that could bring healing and joy to your life. That can help you feel less isolated. I think you're going to start to reconnect with people and feel like you have a community of support again. So don't struggle by yourself. If you have a problem that you're dealing with, reach out to others. Don't be afraid to reach out. And also make time for you. It's not enough to just keep giving. You have to also give to yourself. So I hope that this reading was a help to you, Virgo. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like a private reading, just click on the link in my description box and it'll take you to the website and we can get you scheduled. In the meantime, enjoy September, and you could be also having a birthday. Happy birthday, Virgo. And I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.